I'm going to ask for some clarification, actually. What I haven't heard yet from anybody else is some alternative numbers. Everyone's against the 15,000. You don't want the 13,000. You don't want the 13,000. Have we got any other proposals? So we'll go to Councillor Holloway first. Thank you.
Thank you for that bizarre intervention, Mr. Mayor. I think it's rich that just as we're expected to believe the Prime Minister was recently ambushed by a cake, that members opposite expect us all to believe that the Conservatives have been ambushed by the outcome of this plan, a plan they've been designing for 12 years. They may be making noises opposing it now in this endgame, but the die was cast years ago by this administration, and members on this side of the chamber have been consistently calling them out on it. It's so disappointing to see such an unbalanced plan being presented. It does nothing to address the concerns around travel infrastructure, no plans for schools, to which we'll have to wait in the hope that a developer stumps up the cash for one if happy with their profit margin, and no thought for countless other amenities that we would need to accommodate such an increase in population. But really, should we be disappointed and surprised that a party funded by property developers fails to make decisive interventions to their detriment and in the interests of the people of Welwyn Hatfield? Probably not. You've heard from colleagues that this local plan could have been approached differently. We could have been seeing a plan for development that's sympathetic to the founding ideals of the Garden City, could be seeing a fairer plan, one that approaches the spread of development across all of the constituency and that puts the need of all of the community in mind, not just the village, in which many of the councillors opposite happen to represent. But this isn't the case, and it's not the plan that's before us. The plan before us represents 12 years of this administration's attempts to seemingly avoid development in their own back gardens. Recent reductions in the numbers further preserve areas such as Brookmans Park, Little Heath and Northaw, while leaving Welwyn Garden City and Hatfield to bear the brunt of future development. Recent changes ignore the planning inspector's comments, and this administration clings in vain to the irresponsible hope that some minister will, on the back of an offhand comment by the Prime Minister, sweep in to save them. Well, that's not going to happen. This plan does nothing to protect the unique character of Welwyn Garden City. It certainly does nothing to instill confidence in my residents that this council has their best interests at heart, and ultimately, in its current form, does nothing to deliver the development we need in a way that residents can be proud of. I cannot support it. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Holloway. Councillor